Beards, Books, and Bourbon is a spoiler-rich environment. If you haven't read or listened to this book, then you should probably go ahead and do that, because we're going to talk about it, and we're going to say all the stuff that you don't want us to say. So go back and read it, or listen to it on audiobook, and then come back and listen to us. Thanks so much, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back, everybody, once again to Beards, Books, and Bourbon. I'm Steven.
I'm Mark.
And we are here ensconced in our garage studio, bringing you another delightful evening of chitter and chatter, laughter and bourbon.
Laughter and chitter and chatter
and laughter.
Chitin
and
skittering and
burby.
Venom and fangs.
And the President of the United States.
Yes.
And the Supernaturals again.
The Supernaturals.
That's where we're going to end up again here. But it is a delightfully, now, kind of, I guess, maybe still early spring, maybe mid-spring now, sort of ish.
Yeah, something like that.
We've got some nice weather. We've had some nice weather. So we're recording this April 24th here and moving into May next week, in fact. Holy moly.
Yeah.
But just enjoying the fact that we are not in the depths of the frigid winter. We have a fire going. We have the garage open. We don't have to worry about our propane heater. And we're in kind of some comfortable clothes and just ready to enjoy.
We are. We're both still wearing our hats.
But, we got the hats. But I think that's more. I think that's more of a style thing now.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe something like maybe we can contract with Boston Scally Company to get a Beards, Books, and Bourbon hat.
Yes,
wouldn't that
I'm
be
sure
great?
They would.
They would snap us up in a heartbeat.
They would. We're a catch. My mama says so.
If we say, if we start posting, maybe you never know, right? You never know.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Big ideas, pie in the sky is where we're at.
Right. That's a big slice of pie.
It's a very large pie, in fact.
But we've got.
I think we have a good show for you tonight because we are going into a second part of a delightful book that we've already recorded.
The Supernaturals, Part 2.
In the Still of the Night.
In the Still of the Night.
Thank you very much.
You're supposed to be my backup singers.
Do-wop, 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 do-wop. Right, I'll just do that in the background.
We can no longer be friends.
No, maybe
Game
not.
over.
Maybe not.
Over.
Maybe not. That's all right.
Do-wop.
Well, don't you want me standing in the back there and snapping?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
just
in a sweater vest.
Right, just
and a tie, sweater vest and a tie.
Right.
Snapping.
Silk pants. See?
Perfect.
But by the time you hear this, you will have hopefully listened to the first episode where we did the Supernaturals by David Golemon.
We will have.
Yes.
You will have.
You will have for sure.
Will have.
I
don't know.
Is it the subjunctive?
What are the pronouns of our audience?
I think it was a subjunctive. Well, they.
They will.
Our
have.
lovely friends out there in the podcast world.
Thank you. Yes.
That we really respect and enjoy.
We do. I mean, we don't exist without them.
That's right. We've had a banner month in April here of downloads, so that's pretty good.
It's been pretty crazy.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And leave us some stars, leave us some reflections, leave us some comments, all that good stuff.
We have lots of more stuff in store for the season. We're not nearly done.
Not at all.
A long way to go.
Not at all, which is good. And our bourbon this evening.
Ah, yes. I put the bottle down because Steven told me to put the bottle down to do some photos. Oh, there we go. Glasses off. Tonight's bourbon is High West Distillery, a Midwinter Night's Dram. A blend of straight rye whiskeys finished in port barrels. Limited engagement. Bottled by High West Distillery, Park City, Utah. And we tried recording with this earlier.
We did.
And that was one of our technical difficulty shows.
Correct.
And so
we lost that bourbon,
we
that
did.
show.
In fact, tonight as we record this, we're finishing this bottle. We have a dead soldier.
We've got a dead soldier in the house,
That's
everybody.
Right. That's right.
Stand up and pay homage.
But we will talk more about that later.
It is a good one. It is a good one. So we are back in the world of the Supernaturals, part 2, In the Still of the Night, by David L. Golemon.
Yes.
And if we
Professor
take it back,
Kennedy.
Professor Kennedy is back in business. Gabriel Kennedy.
Gabriel Kennedy. That's a good name.
So if we take this back a step, and before we launch into a little bit of the synopsis of this story,
what's Detective Jackson's first name?
Damien.
Damien. That's
Damien
right. Damien
Jackson.
Gabriel
Damien Jackson. Kathleen. Is it Kathleen? Shoot. Well, we'll get to it in a minute. We'll remember these.
Julie Riley.
Julie Riley, who is the reporter.
Right. Katie Delafoy?
I think so.
Kathy Delafoy? Something like that.
It might be Kathy Delafoy.
Yeah. George Cordero.
That's right.
And Leonard Sickles. And John Lonetree. And Dr. What's her name?
It's Kelly Delafoy.
Kelly Delafoy. What's the name of the doctor? The one who's possessed. The one who's in love with Lonetree.
Jennifer.
Dagnabbit.
No, that's not her last name.
Jennifer Dagnabbit. Dr. Jennifer Dagnabbit.
Dr. Jennifer Tutankhamun?
Tutankhamun.
I'm going to try to find it because I do have it in my notes from the last time.
What do you call two podcasters who have gas? Tutankhamun.
That's pretty clever. You came up with that right away.
I did. You're welcome.
Tutankhamun.
I'm keeping that one in. I'm not editing that out.
Is it Jennifer Wright?
No,
that doesn't sound right.
Dagnabbit. I'll see if I can find it.
That's right. But if we take a step back and go back to the Supernaturals Part 1, we enjoyed this book because you have if you think about it, it's almost a Indiana Jones / Stranger Things / Poltergeist, / Nightmare on Elm Street type of story here. You've got abject horror, terror, science fiction, haunting, ghosts and spirits, entities of large size and large power, secret government ops, rogue army generals trying to control whatever is happening in small towns governed by a very hated president of the United States, and a dubious first lady trying to take advantage of the financial situation that comes from all of it. So that's where we are with the characters, and in season 1 or in the first book, the story itself took place at a haunted mansion, a haunted resort mansion called Summer Place, if you remember correctly. If you go back and listen to that episode in the Oops-isode, that'll bring you up to speed. And it was a gorgeous property, right? It was not what I really like, and you and I talked about this last time, so jump in any time there.
I'm trying to find out the names of the cast of characters. You just keep going.
I'm going to keep going.
You're doing great. You just keep riffing.
I'm riffing. What I think we both liked about what David Golemon did was created a haunted space that was not the typical looking haunted space, right? It was not a dark, dusty, cobwebby, old.
Well, I found the name of the ghost is Bobby Lee McKinnon.
Yeah, Bobby Lee McKinnon was the ghost that that Dr. Jennifer, for some reason, writes. Tilden, thank you.
Dr. Jennifer Tilden.
Dr. Jennifer Tilden. Okay, we were there. But in the Summer Place, it was just a gorgeous place. It was a beautiful place. It was a well-appointed mansion that happened to be haunted by a very deep and powerful entity.
Yeah, but that's old news.
Now,
Old news, Stephen.
here in part 2, in the still of the night,
In the still of the
night. No, I didn't.
In the still of the night.
David Golemon expands the story quite significantly.
Well, it's a totally different story.
Well, yeah, for sure. But
now
expands
we're
the reach.
7 years into the future.
Yeah, post Summer Place.
And the Supernaturals are being sued by everybody.
Yeah, the TV networks that hosted the live event in the previous story.
The shows that invited them on,
That's
thinking
right.
that they were going to play along.
That's right.
And they did not play along. They bunked everybody who was bunkable.
Right.
Which
is what they wanted to do.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
from the very beginning.
From the very beginning.
But the TV networks didn't realize that. They kind of thought that here's a gang that's going to go along to get along, right? That they want to get paid, and so they're going to come in and they're going to be like, yes, your ghost hunters are totally legitimate. That's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
And they did not.
Yeah, for sure. And so intentionally, they were really there to debunk what they said they were going to debunk.
Yeah.
And it pissed people off.
It did. Pissed off a lot of people.
So we have 7 years from that first story, that first haunting, that first, resolution moment, I guess.
Right. And Gabriel has told all of his team to hide because he's going to take the fall for all of them.
Correct. And that does speak to the character that Golemon developed with Gabriel Kennedy. You have almost a very even-keeled professor guy, right?
Yeah.
Who is not afraid to take the heat, not afraid to take the fall.
Well, and that's the thing. He's completely unafraid in every deposition, right?
Right. Well, and because he knows that he will. He will take the heat. He will take the fall.
Well, he has before. It's not like it's scary for him anymore.
No, and his convictions are such that he would rather protect his team, his friends, than have them as part of that whole, of any type of downfall, right?
Absolutely.
So he's that super cool guy.
He's that super cool, hip kind of dude. He wears the tweed suits and he's got the wire ring glasses.
He's a professor of professoring.
That's right. He professes all the time that chill cat, that hip cat, that dude of all dudes, that righteous dude.
Indeedy
dude.
But now we have a much different spot here, a much different space. There's multiple spaces now, although all focalized on one city in Southern California.
Yes, which I'm trying to remember the name of. And you don't remember either, do you?
It's been a couple weeks since we read the book before we're
Santa.
So we need to
something or other.
No.
Clara. Margaritaville?
Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Dun, dun, dun.
Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Okay.
Some people
stop it.
I'll look. You riff for a minute.
Yeah, well, okay. So there's a town in Southern California. It's kind of it's a forgotten town. It's a failed town.
Yes.
There was a major disaster that took place in the 1950s, and the town is pretty much done after that point. But before that, we have to go back to World War II, my children. World War II, the end of World War II, in Poland, where a couple of intelligence officers are securing a top secret experiment facility that the Nazis were conducting, atrocities in, and the German doctor there, he's a scientist. Of course, he's mad, and he's done.
He's
something,
a Nazi.
He's a Nazi. He's done something that is both horrific and something that they think proves something very important, something that people have wondered about for thousands of years. For as long as people could wonder, he thinks that he's proved it through high altitude experiments.
Right.
Where people die in very horrific ways at high altitude pressures and lack of oxygen. And then we fast forward to the present day, and the son of the intelligence officer who was in charge of that mission is now the president of the United States, though not for very, very long, because in the course of the next couple of weeks, he's probably going to get impeached. He is the most hated president of the United States ever. It's almost like he did it on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Like he worked very hard to make sure that everybody despised him. And so he's going to step down. He's decided, that's it. I'm going to step down before I get sent to jail, blah, 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 blah. And then he's attacked by a ghost or an entity.
A very powerful entity.
Yes.
And this is what I like about
very
David.
much on the level of Summer Place, if not more.
Oh, more. I would say more. I would say heightened,
more as well.
enhanced, and more powerful, and much darker, right?
Yes. In some ways, yes.
And in some ways, yes, but and remote, too.
Yes.
Ability to affect things from long distances. If you remember in the first book, it was more confined, more or less.
Right.
Right, to Summer Place. This one draws power and is able to create havoc all over the place.
Right. It's moving from Southern California all the way to Washington, D.C. to the White House itself.
To the Oval Office, in fact. Yes.
And there's another Shirley Jackson trope in there, because one of the things that they find after the attack happens, there's words stamped into the plaster all around the Oval Office.
That's right.
And one of the phrases that's stamped in over and over and over again is "come home." Very Shirley Jackson, right?
Very much so.
You know, "come home, Eleanor," right?
Yep.
And this one is "come home, jackass president." I can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
Dagnabbit. We're not prepared for this episode.
No, we're not. Although we usually have better notes, but we just don't this time.
No, it's been one of those. It's been one of those months.
And that's okay. That's okay. We can give ourselves some grace. We can give ourselves some grace.
How dare you? No one can give us grace. I am graceless.
Only...
I'm also gravyless.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had some gravy right now.
But it's interesting because I think, obviously David Golemon has a particular slant in this book towards the President of the United States. But it's interesting that sometimes you... and I don't know. I obviously have not written a book. I have not published. It is something I've always wanted to do, but I have not done so. But, you bring in a character like the President of the United States, and that could go one of two ways. You could either have that really fit well into the story, or it could be such a large character type that you're not quite sure what to do, especially if you don't have the research background or acumen to portray that character in a way that seems realistic or legitimate, right?
Yes.
Here, I think it's well done insofar as it fits the cast of characters very well. It's not overly drawn out, and by overly drawn out, I mean it's not a situation where you're like, oh my God, we've got the President of the United States in the book. It is all going to be focused on the President of the United States. No. In fact, the book remains centered on the supernatural team, Professor Kennedy and his team, and the President of the United States, as well as the entourage that surrounds him, as well as some of the other characters that come in and out of the book, because there's a lot of flashbacks, as Mark mentioned, going back in time to see how the story evolved.
Indeed.
I don't think the president character in particular overtakes the import of the story. And I think that's very well done. Because again, what you risk is that having that title type of character in the book can overshadow Gabriel and his team.
Yeah, absolutely.
But having the President of the United States in here was fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Got the name of that town?
Still looking.
And what's interesting, too, with this book, too, and I don't know how, it seems like these two books were very well received, and David Golemon's books are well received in general, but I don't know. It's hard to find some of the research online for this one, I've noticed. in some of the searches that we've done.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Let's see. It looks like it's published by Macmillan.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see
that's
if
right.
I can
That's right.
find something in here. But you know what? You go to the Macmillan website and it says, "In the Still of the Night, The Supernaturals 2, The Supernaturals Volume 2, author David L. Golemon." And then it says, "Cover unavailable."
I know, yeah. When was this published? This was published a little while ago, though, I think.
2016.
Yeah,
but
so it's been a number of...
how much data does a cover picture take up?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's got a...
It's Moreno in California.
Yes.
It's the city of Moreno.
How'd you find that?
I went onto Amazon.
Oh, how dare you.
Curses.
Curses, Stephen. Curses.
But as Mark mentioned, right, this was so ultimately, this was the hometown of the president. Right?
Yeah, it's where he grew up.
Right? And there's a
whole
backstory.
story
There's a whole backstory to it.
that nobody knows.
Now, I also
Or maybe one person knows.
Well, I
at least
also
at the
want to
beginning.
mention. I also want to mention that that Golemon's characterization of the president, at the time that it was written and published, certainly mirrors
somebody.
what's happening in our country today. And on this podcast, we are not swayed one way or another in this moment, but he certainly has a position that he's
got
created,
a type.
Yeah, that he's
got a
created
type.
this character for, right?
If
On
he
the
was,
f-
if
on
he was
the flip s-
attracted, we would say he's got a type.
Well, on the flip side of this, Mark, on the flip side of this, the book, David Golemon successfully also gives him grace with the backstory. Because as he is a deeply hated man in his current role as president of the United States, that's not what the backstory portrays him to be.
True.
And I find that to be
And there is a redemption arc.
right, which I find to be an enormous, gift of grace for a character that seems to mimic somebody who's in real life, and might not have that grace, right?
True.
From a lot of people, right? And I just think that's a very skilled way of telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
Which I enjoyed. But Moreno, California it is a modern ghost town. It has maybe
I think it said like 20 people
20
left.
people left. The guy who runs what used to be the kind of the bustling
The department store
with
the bar and grill.
right.
Yeah.
Newbies, I think it was, right? I think
Yeah.
something of that nature, with the bar and grill, which certainly brings back reminiscence of going to the old Kmart bar and grill where you'd saddle up to the stools and stuff.
Kmart had a bar and grill.
Oh yeah, the one in Palatine when I had a high school job there, Kmart had it wasn't a bar, but it was a grill, a full cafeteria grill.
Wow.
In the
I think the Kmart
over
here by us, over in Round Lake, it had
it did. It for sure did. It had.
I think it had a grill
cafeteria
as well too. Yeah.
And I can remember vividly my grandparents loved to take my brother and I there. They'd have to go shopping, and then we'd hop in the car, head over to Kmart, enjoy their their food at the it was cheeseburgers,
Wow.
fries, all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And then shop around for a little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So you have newbies here. You've got the guy who is in charge of it, grilling up some boigas and stuff.
You got the
For everybody.
You got the hippy dippy couple that's running the record store.
For
the
sure.
old resale record store.
The old resale record store, which of course is haunted in this whole thing as well.
Absolutely. Oh, I mean the whole town is haunted,
the whole town
right?
is
Everything's haunted.
Yeah.
There's an old monastery, an old Spanish mission. I think
Up on the hill.
Up on the hill.
Yep.
That's haunted as well.
Yep.
And yeah, there's lots of ghosts, both literal and figurative in that.
And
town.
there's a major theater there that is still in operation. Well, no, it's not in operation.
No, it's not
but
in operation.
It contains the mysteries but it was a focal point.
Right.
In the backstory.
Right. And there was a mercury processing plant.
Correct.
Or did they mine it? Mine it and process it?
Both?
Maybe both. I think they're there because there was a large natural deposit of mercury, and the business the factory processed it.
Right.
Yeah.
And mercury, of course, as we know, is a highly poisonous, volatile, heavy metal.
Yes.
Indeed.
Kind of like, Motorhead.
That's right.
Volatile, poisonous, heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
That's right.
The ace of spades! The ace of spades!
Thank you. That was my Lemmy. That's the best I can do.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Sorry.
all we have. I'm gonna take a sip of my bourbon.
Have take a little sip of your bourbon. Actually, we're already at 24 minutes, but there's a lot that I have to cut out. There's a lot of dead air.
Yeah, well, we were trying to find some characters here, and again, we're not gonna. I mean, this is an older book, but I think it's worth it for those of you who love hauntings, ghost stories, spirits, entities, and stuff like that. We don't want to ruin the whole thing, but we'll get back into the stuff like
Right.
that.
Well, and
let's circle back to a character
I really
here.
like about it is that the way that Golemon does both the supernaturals and the second book is very much kind of from a journalistic standpoint.
Yeah.
It gives us dates and times and locations, and the narrator that he picked for the audiobooks, it very much kind of has that kind of voice.
Oh yeah.
Where he's giving you the facts, folks. He's giving you the details.
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
Deets.
That's right.
The deets.
That's right. And it's and I do find again, and I do well. Let's go back into let's touch back into the characters in Gabriel's team. So we've got the professor, right?
Yes.
We have John Lone Tree.
Yes.
Right.
He's a dreamwalker.
Dreamwalker of the Blackfeet Nation.
Yes.
Native American nation and indigenous population, and a dreamwalker, which I still think is the most fascinating character aside from Gabriel Kennedy. I love all the characters, and I love the development of the characters, but I do love him as a dreamwalker.
I mean, John Lone Tree really should have his own book.
I was going to say it's a powerful character, and he has a powerful power.
Yeah.
Right. He has a powerful ability.
In fact, I would love to see a book with John Lone Tree and Jennifer Tilden together.
Oh yes, because they are a love story. Right.
It would be Macmillan and son, Macmillan and wife, and ghost. Right. Because Jennifer Tilden is kind of sort of possessed by the ghost of Bobby Lee McKinnon. Kind of sort of in book 2. He has a much softer touch in book 2, but he ain't gone.
He does. He's not gone. Right, and he does have a softer touch. If you read the first book, and if you listen to our first episode of book 1,
not the first episode. That's The Shining,
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Right. Yes. The first book of
the
one.
episode that covered the first book.
That's right.
Which I think is like episode.
She's a psychologist, right?
Something like that.
She's an accomplished psychologist, right?
Right.
And is taken or possessed by a murdered singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
In the first book, he has a big, tight, very strong hold on her to the point where her sleep is disrupted.
And she's going slowly mad.
And she's going slowly mad. Her mental health is declining rapidly.
Right.
In many cases. But at a certain point in that story, also, he agrees to relinquish a little bit of control over her, as part of a deal, right?
Yep.
And that softness of him not being as possessive of her stays into the second book.
Correct. And then we have George Cordero, who's the other psychic.
Correct. He is he's a medium, and
he gets everything off of everything.
Correct.
So he can feel stuff. He can touch
Correct.
stuff. He receives.
He sees things.
He sees things.
Yep.
He sees stuff that isn't there.
Yep.
He's a tortured soul.
Very much so. Well, definitely a tortured soul because his relationship with his own father was fraught.
Right.
Right. And his mother, or his father particularly. His father, if we remember in the first book, his father was very intentional about using him to get on TV shows and radio shows,
right,
and kind of exploiting his talents.
Right. I mean, that's what I do with my kids.
That's right. All of our psychic kids, we're exploiting them.
That's right. That's right. We're like the Von Trapps of the psychic world. So long, farewell, you're haunted, ask goodbye.
Pa pa
Yeah, exactly.
There's it.
Yeah. There's also, so we've talked about Lone Tree, Kennedy, Tilden, Cordero, Damian Jackson, the former state police officer.
And he's interesting because he remains kind of that burly, reserved law enforcement detective kind of guy.
Yeah, but I feel like he has a major breakdown in this book.
Well, he does. You are correct. He does. He's terrified.
Yeah.
Which, quite frankly, the entity here that David Golemon writes into this story is terrifying. It's massively powerful, very violent.
Right, but I feel like for Damian Jackson, who is one of the characters that lives.
Yeah.
Because not all of them do.
No.
I feel like for Damian Jackson, this is not the hero's journey, right? This is not the crucible that opens him up to new horizons.
Correct.
This is his defeat.
Correct. Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
he does not evolve into a successful hero character.
There is a line in the book that says, at this moment, Damien knew that this would be his last case.
Yeah.
And that he would never do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to your point, I mean, he is the character that lives, but does he?
Yeah. Not.
I mean, thinking about it from a
he lives, but
personal,
he's
spiritual, individual, emotional
he's
state.
broken
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much
broken
so.
and just decimated.
Yep.
And
then we have Kelly Delafoy and Julie Riley. Julie Riley was like the Barbara Walters of the book.
The Baba Wawa.
The Baba Wawa. From the first book.
Well, and it's fascinating that she became part of this group.
Right.
She was converted, so to speak.
She kind of got tied to it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Kelly Delafoy.
She sure did.
Kelly Delafoy was the producer who brought Kennedy in on the first story. And Julie Riley was the one who brought Kennedy down in the beginning of the first story as well.
Yep.
Her backstory with Professor Kennedy was that they were adversaries.
Well, he wanted to debunk everything, and she wanted to debunk him.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And successfully took him down.
Right.
Because in the first book he was in hiding.
Right.
Essentially. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Largely because of her and Damian Jackson.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So those two actually get sucked into into Jamie Kennedy. Did I just say that? Really?
Did
I just say
did.
Jamie Kennedy? Wow. This got sucked into Professor Kennedy's world, and Julie Riley, I think she makes it out okay by the end of the second book.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
But Jackson gets crushed, and Kelly Delafoy.
Well, she doesn't make it. Yeah. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She makes it in a different way.
She makes it in a different way. She does. That's true. There's some catharsis for her.
There is.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The second book starts out with Kelly Delafoy desperately trying to prove herself that she can contribute something to the group because she's felt like up to this point she hasn't.
Right.
And we're 7 years in the future. That's a long time to feel inadequate.
That's right. That's right.
And then let's see. Are we missing anybody? Leonard Sickles.
Leonard Sickles, who is the tech guy.
Right. He's
super smart, super intelligent, highly functional in terms of crafting
super genius.
That's right.
All
the computer systems, all the inventions,
tracking
things,
all the gadgets, all the traps.
Everything.
He is the Egon Spengler of the group.
Oh, for sure.
Right. I don't think he's human. Would you like some coffee? Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
Right. Rick Moranis is coming back for Spaceballs?
I think so. Yeah.
The return. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be great. That'd be fantastic.
Spaceballs, the next one.
That's right.
Spaceballs, the flamethrower.
So we've got all those characters that were just highly developed, but all in their own way, dealing with and these entities that they're encountering. They're not typical hauntings. These are powerful entities, right? It's not just a poltergeist, right?
Right. Gosh, we're already 33. So everybody's about to go to jail. And then they get saved
by the government,
by the Secret Service.
That's right.
Because the President of the United States is being physically assaulted by a supernatural entity.
Quite
And
literally.
so- literally being assaulted. And so the supernaturals are called to come in and fix it. Now, of course, nothing is as it seems, as we learned in the first Supernaturals. There's lots of political games at play. There's lots of cat and mouse and cat's paws that is happening. And we've got some people who mean well but don't know what they're doing.
You're
and then
bringing
we've
the
got
president
people who don't mean well. Right.
Well, you bring the president, his entourage into the story
Right.
now.
The chief of staff, the first lady, you know, the head
chief
of the
staff
Secret Service.
and his end is fabulous.
It's a great way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great way for him to go. I wouldn't want to go that way. I wouldn't even want an Indigo go that way. Thank you.
Ba-dum-bum. Mark's here until Sunday. Try the
That's
veal.
right. Try the veal.
It comes with sauerkraut and a side of potatoes.
Don't forget to tip your waitress.
That's right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll have the organ grinder going so he can sing Captain and Tennille.
You never want to know how the sausage is made. Look away from the organ grinder. Look away.
It's so much skin. Okay, all right. Now we're going to do the Boibin.
That's right. We are. I'm glad you brought that up, Stephen. Tonight's bourbon is High West Distillery.
Yes, it is.
A Midwinter Night'sDram.
Hallelujah.
A blend of straight rye whiskeys finished in port barrels, limited engagement, bottled by High West Distillery, Park City, Utah. 49.3% alcohol by volume, Act 13, Scene 14, 750 milliliters. And on the back it says, A Midwinter Night'sDram. Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream, a Midsummer Night's Dream. Like the works of our favorite playwright, William Shakespeare, a glass of A Midwinter Night'sDram is made to be savored over all too quickly.
We got it.
This limited release whiskey is a sumptuous marriage of rye whiskeys finished in port barrels. The rye forms a beautiful base of vanilla, caramel, and cinnamon, while the port barrels provide notes of plum, dried fruit, and spice. Like a proper holiday plum pudding, it's brimming with lovely mulling spices, dried fruits, and creme anglaise. Ooh.
Oh, crème anglaise.
Creme anglaise. Say it again, Stephen.
La crème anglaise. C'est du bon.
Oh, whatever he said. Sip it slowly through the coldest nights. Highwest.com if you'd like to learn more. This is a seasonal release. I don't think it even comes out every year. I think it comes out every 2 years.
Yeah.
We were not able to pick it up the last time, so we got it this time, and it's fabulous.
It is.
I mean,
it absolutely is. In fact, we featured it on a photo in our social media of one of the bourbons we would select as a winter bourbon.
We did.
Kind of
we
thing,
did.
Right?
Yeah.
Although we are tasting it here now in spring, but we wanted to recapture that because we lost the episode.
Episode that we tried it before, we were tasting it in like 3 degrees.
Oh yeah,
it was perfect.
Yeah, but we lost it, and indeed, it is much more of an oaky and wintry. And
I'm going to blame the loss on the Chicago Fire, the soccer team.
Not Mrs. O'Leary.
Not Mrs. O'Leary. No. Well, I guess maybe not even Mrs. O'Leary because that's a fallacy.
Cow.
Yeah. I think maybe the cow, or maybe the lantern. It was probably a shoddy lantern.
It probably was.
Those hurricane lanterns back in the 1800s. They sucked. They were terrible.
Right.
Just terrible. So yeah. But
I mean, as if you lived there and actually observed them as terrible.
I am immortal, Stephen.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
It wouldn't surprise a few people.
It would. You've been around a few years, my friend.
I knew he can't die. He's too disturbed to die, or evil, or wicked, or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's taste this and talk about it, shall we?
It is smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I do like about it is that I think it does live up to its reputation. It does live up to its price point. It does live up to the hype that surrounds it. This is a superbly crafted bourbon.
Now, I've had this before.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was like, I think it might have been like 2020. It was right around the pandemic. And back then, the bottle was, I think it was like $65-$70, something like that.
Yeah, but then
And now it's $200.
it took off.
It took off in popularity, absolutely.
But I really truly believe that it's worth it.
Oh yeah, I do too. Now,
This is one bottle where I would spend that money.
Here's what I want to do. I want to let's talk about this, and let's remove adjectives like smooth or smoky or bourbony.
We don't do that anymore.
I know, but I really want to kind of, because this is such a good one, I really kind of want to, and especially since we don't have any more, this is it, the bottle's empty. What we've got in our glasses is what we've got. Let's really dive into the tasting notes and see what we can say that isn't the usual.
Okay.
So on the nose, campfire. Not just any campfire,
No.
but like a winter campfire.
So, if we're going to go down that line, I would agree. And I would say something that bounces off of the lightness and the crispness of the snow.
Oh, I like that.
You know, and there's differences. Like you are one of, you are the person that does all the camping, and you have camped equally in the summer and the spring months as you do in the fall and the winter months.
True.
There is a different air quality, smell, scent, whatever you want.
Absolutely.
For winter air, obviously. I'm
Absolutely.
stating the obvious here,
Yeah.
obviously, right?
Yeah.
But there's also something about having a fire and or engagement, I guess.
Well, there's those
with the snow,
right,
the crispness, the softness, the
Yep.
quiet.
Yes. And
I like that. I like this activity.
And the cook fires,
Yeah.
right? The ovens that are baking, right? The winter spices that
Yeah.
are happening, the desserts that have stone fruits or candied orchard fruits like apples, plums,
Yeah. Nutmegs.
well, yeah, sure,
the
nutmeg,
spices.
cinnamon, yeah,
But
a little pepper like you get with most rye, right?
It's a comforting taste. But it's a comforting taste that is couched in the traditions that we have for the winter.
And vanilla. There's
And I
lots of vanilla.
don't think it's hyperbole. I think this is a very popular, well-crafted spirit. It's an excellent juice and something that we just enjoy immensely.
Where do we get that from? Do we get that from Castle and Key? Juice?
No, I mean, we've heard it.
Somebody was saying that, and we kind of picked up on it. I like the,
Well, and we even finished this bottle. We did not add it to our, our infinity bottle.
Right.
And this is one that is worth ending on
like
our own.
A proper holiday plum pudding. It's brimming with lovely
that's
mulling
what it is
spices.
too. I have to
dried
expect
fruits,
the Cratchit family to walk in through the garage. Here.
right? And creme anglaise. Say it again, Stephen.
Creme anglaise. Oh, here we go.
That's all I got.
The dragon's back.
That's all I got. I can't speak French, so I just got to.
Oh.
Stephen!
We are going to walk down the Eiffel Tower, and at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower.
I am going to ring the bell like Quasimodo.
And here we are.
I like the word sumptuous. A sumptuous marriage of rye whiskeys finished in port barrels. It's like what when we had the interview with Joe O'Sullivan from Mint and Mill.
Yeah,
and he was talking about, if you want to make a brandy, all you need is a fruiting tree,
right?
And like particularly like plums, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You got more than you need. They just drop, right? They cover the ground. You've got plenty of fruit. For rye, you have to plant acres and acres and acres and acres of rye to get this.
Right.
And this is 2 different blends of a rye. So there's a lot of land involved. There's a lot of time and
That's
a lot
right.
of effort
That's right.
involved.
It's
And-
intense. It's
and
intensive.
then it's being finished in those port barrels as well. So this really is something that is crafted and tended and kind of lovingly managed.
That's right.
And I think
And it
that
tastes so dang good.
yes, it does.
It is a lovely, lovely pour. It ranks up there with probably our top 5. And there's hype around it. And it deserves the hype.
yes.
You know, there are some other bourbons out there and other drinks out there too, cocktails or other spirits that have a lot of hype and they don't quite live up to it. And you and I have tried a couple of those.
Yes.
We're like, you know. This one deserves the hype. It lives up to the hype.
Right.
It is
right.
not only a quality product, it is a high quality product.
It was kind of. Remember when we were at Koval? What was that drink that we had that the bartender made for us?
Oh, yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah, it
that
was
lived up to the
lovely.
hype. That was
100%.
that was not hyped up enough.
No.
that was
no,
so good.
No, that was lovely. That was lovely. We got to get back on there too. Yeah, when does that episode come out?
I think in May it comes
Okay.
out.
All right, we've got it scheduled.
I know that Filmland is coming up, and I think that Koval is after Filmland.
Indeed.
So there's.
You know, for our cigar lovers out there too, this is actually a good bourbon to have a cigar with too.
Oh, absolutely.
This is a leather chair, windy, wintry day bourbon fireplace cigar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Space. And we've talked about this. We talked about this with Will Woodington at Chicken Cock.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this with Joe at Minden Mill. We talked about this, with Filmland Spirits, right? The tastings of these bourbons bring images to your mind.
I really want to get out to Minden Mill.
Oh yeah,
and see that valley.
I'd love
that
to.
they grow everything in.
I'd love to.
You know, that
Could we run?
grown,
Could we run through the valley?
I mean, we could ask.
Could we bound through the valley?
I think they would shoot us.
Probably.
Yes, and then our blood would be added to the soil.
And it would truly be terroir.
Exactly. We would be part of the flavor.
Can you imagine? Bottled and bond.
Mill. Oh, sorry, Joe. We're sorry. that was uncalled for.
I mean, that's not where I went with it. I was going through just bounding through the fields.
I know, but I can't imagine us bounding through the fields with anybody being like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I can't bound. I can't bound. Let's be honest. If you
We'd find you a week
you-
later.
if you see me bounding, please.
They're threshing the rye, and then like, why is there that lump there on the ground? What is that? Ooh,
Oh, it's a hill. Oh no,
it's not
Steven.
a hill. Why does this bottle of Minden Mill rye taste like Steven?
It's actually, and again, we did this in the winter, as we said earlier, and we'll do it in the winter again. But it's nice to have it back on the show here. So
Right. When it comes out again, we're getting it.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna get it.
100%. I would invest in that without a second thought.
Yeah, we went
it
in
is worth
this
it.
one.
It is worth it, and we'll do it again. It is absolutely worth it because it's just something nice to have in your collection.
It really
you know,
is. Really is.
and to enjoy. And we've got our collection going here, so
So smooth.
All right,
So
let's
yummy.
go back to the story, shall we?
Yes, we
Um,
shall.
Let's talk about the hippie couple that runs the record shop, because they're not just record shop owners.
Do you want to talk about them now, or do you want to talk about them during the Oops episode?
Well, we could. We also could talk a little bit in the Oops episode about actually the time of year that this happens again, like the story. Well, like the original story that kicks off. You got bugs?
There's a moth on my touchscreen. Okay, it's gone.
He sees the light.
He sees the light. Caroline. What is the name of the blind girl?
Gloria.
Gloria. Yes. Gloria.
Yep. And I thought I had the.
We could talk about Gloria in the Oops episode.
We could talk about Gloria. We should.
All right. What do you want to talk about with the hippie couple?
Well, I was going to go back to the hippie couple and in fact their true role in Moreno.
Right. This is, dang. It's hard to say stuff like this when we're talking about a fantasy or a supernatural thriller of any kind.
Yeah.
This is the part where I kind of go, huh? Only because they're supposed to be security, undercover contracted security, and they're contracted for, is it 10 years?
Correct.
For 10 years. So for 10 years, they got to stay in this dead end town, and they've got to pretend to be
residents,
and they've got to pretend to be
owners.
the hippy dippy weatherman and his wife selling used records. And I get the part where they fall in love and get married. That's like a story all on its own. But it's the idea that you have these two people who you assume, and maybe I'm wrong for assuming, right? You assume that they are professional enough that they can do a 10-year long contract.
Well,
that they make it through all the background checks.
Well, there's a bonus for them to get out at the 10-year mark there, right? To end, right?
There is, but I mean, a 10-year commitment is a huge commitment. You've got to talk about somebody who's really dedicated to the job.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And they're not really those people. And I suppose, maybe they were those people at the beginning, and so we don't get to see how they were.
No, and I don't think that is part of the right. That's not part of the
9 years, 8 months later.
Yeah,
they're very different people now.
Correct.
They have kind of inhabited their roles. They've kind of stopped acting and actually become them.
That's right.
I think there's one point in the book where like they pull out their guns for the first time in 7 years or something like that. Like they're trying to remember how to use them,
how to actually load it, how to actually cock them.
Right, exactly. Wondering if the ammo will actually still work.
Right. Like it dried out or something. Right.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. How long does gunpowder last when it's sealed behind a bullet?
That we do not know.
But
also this book also leans in on songs.
Oh, very much so. Yeah,
which I thought was interesting.
And the intro to every chapter is an excerpt from a song lyric.
That's right, which I thought was great, which I thought was very interesting, but also it was hard to follow sometimes.
Well, no, I liked the trope.
Yep.
But I'm not a lover of 50s music.
Oh, I am.
You and my wife.
Yeah, and I don't. I mean, okay.
This is why I think that someday the two of you are going to wind up together. Your wife and I are going to die. We're going to die, and the two of you are going to be like, "I love 50s music. Right. I love 50s music too."
I have to clarify though. I don't. I mean, a lover of 50s music. I appreciate it deeply, and I enjoy some of the stuff in there, in that genre. I think it's catchy. I think it's punchy. I think it's a great homage to music evolution.
Every time I hear a doo-wop, I want to burn things down.
Yeah, you didn't want me to do up earlier either.
I did not. It's a visceral reaction for me.
Well,
I'm not into it.
You're not a doo-wopper kind of
dude?
Who
put the bump and the bump, the bump? I'm going to bump you all the way down to hell. That's what I'm going to
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Mark is going off script here.
I'm a little angry.
Taking us down. Thank you, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We'd love to be a guest on your shows.
Angry.
He's saucy. Well, there you go.
Big bopper.
But I do like the guy who's haunting the record store.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Johnny Rock, or whatever his name is. Something of that nature.
Oh, gosh. What was his name? He was from Chicago.
We have to have some better notes on this one.
We do need to have some better notes on this. How do we... All right, it was Rockin' Randy something. It was like Kowalski or something like that. I don't know. He's from Chicago. Anybody from Chicago has like a 57% chance of being a Kowalski.
True. Very true. Very,
Being from
true.
Chicago, we know. This is true.
Chicago.
That's right. It's either a Kowalski or I don't know.
Well, and the husband and wife security team there, they are blown away by the fact that they can see through the recording studio window that the guy is there.
Right. So power is starting to build in the town, right? It's
Right.
the ghost is juicing up, right? Getting ready for whatever the big coup de grace is going to be. And so it's manifesting phantoms of the big disaster that happened in the 50s. And one of those things that's happening is Rockin' Randy is starting to appear because the record album store used to be the radio station.
Right.
And Rockin' Randy, he's inside the DJ booth and he looks up and he's like, "You two aren't supposed to be here. Why are you still here? I told you to get out of town. I can't leave because it's keeping me here because when I died, I tried to help those people.
That's right.
I tried to help them to get out of the theater and now I can't go, but you can until it's too late." I like talking like this.
And they were shocked.
They were shocked.
Oh, yeah.
They were terrified.
Oh, yeah.
As I would be too, if a DJ ghost from the 50s tried to doo-wop me out of town.
Well, he's spinning the tunes.
Doo-wah, doo-wah, ooh-wah, ooh-wah. Shut it.
That's not the only songs of the 1950s.
Yes, they
I mean,
are.
you make it sound like that was just,
That's all there is. That's all there was.
Lollipop,
The only thing
lollipop,
that saved us was
lollipop,
Vincent Price
lollipop,
movies, the early Vincent Price
lollipop,
movies, like The Tingler. That was it.
Ooh, lollipop.
Boom, boom, boom. Shut it.
Mark is an angry man and un-American. He's un-American.
I'm not un-American. I'm the real American.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we probably should.
It is worth your time. So there's a huge backstory here, and
There's a lot of stuff that we haven't covered because there's so
there's
much.
a lot.
There's a lot.
And again, I mean, it's an older book as well, but you need to have them back to back.
It's 10 years old at this
Part
point.
1 and Part 2 back to back to get the full breadth of Golemon's
It's
story.
fulfilled its contract as a security contractor.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And now it can come clean and tell all.
Come home, Mark.
Come home, Stephen.
We want you at home. I do love the way in which he describes the scenes where everybody's being thrown and tossed around in the rooms.
Right. And they're
The Secret
being
Service,
ripped apart.
they're
Body
being
parts flying
dismembered,
everywhere.
slammed into walls.
Yes.
It's a powerful entity. So if you like hauntings, and this is a good one. Both of these books, Supernaturals and then Part 2 in the Still of the Night, are good.
Absolutely. Check them out. You want to talk about our rye?
That's my final thought on that one.
What's your final thought on
I think
Midwinter Night'sDram?
I think we expressed our devotion to this bourbon, earlier in the show here. It's just a really, really good piece for your collection. If you can get your hands on a bottle, do it.
Yeah, I would agree.
It lives up to the hype. It deserves the reputation that it has.
I mean, if you can still find it out there somewhere, go get it. Otherwise, I don't think you're going to get access to it until 2 years from now.
Yeah, was this 25?
This is 25.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and I think it was 186.
That's about right. Yeah, that's about right.
And
you
then
and I split it, halvesies.
Yeah, and then I think after we bought it, it went on sale, and it went down to like 175, something like that, because it was getting kind of towards the end of winter, and they still had bottles left over.
Yeah. Sure. It's a good pour. It's a really good pour.
It's unctuous. What was the word that they used?
Sumptuous.
Sumptuous. It's sumptuous.
Which it is, quite.
I mean, that is a really apt word.
Indeed.
It's complex. There's a lot of things going on, and it's comforting. It's so comforting. It really is. It's like an evening by the fireplace in the winter, and you're savoring your dessert, and you know that after you're done with the dessert and maybe a cigar, you will then snuggle into your bed next to the one that you love and dream sweet dreams.
I do like the fact that you classify it as comforting. Not often I think is bourbon fits into that category.
Yeah.
Bourbon is a spirit. It's celebratory. It's great for the nice evenings that you're outside. It's a sipping thing. It's great for our podcast. But this one really is like a comfort drink.
It really is. And you know what? I think that a lot of American whiskeys out there, whether they be an American single malt or a bourbon or a rye,
Oh, yeah.
I think that many of them really are comforting, really kind of inspire people to be more introspective, to be quiet, right? It's and there's plenty of bourbons out there, there's plenty of whiskeys out there that are celebratory in nature, but I think that there's almost just as many that we really haven't talked about, or when I say we, I mean like the collective
100%.
consumer market haven't talked about the idea that it's really there to pause and think and be introspective and question your ideas and your thoughts and reminisce, right? And share stories.
It brings that vision. Yep.
Yes, share stories around the fire. It's that kind of thing. That's the thing that I really love about whiskeys and ryes and bourbons.
Absolutely.
Is that it can be celebratory, but it can also be something that's deeper.
Agree.
Yeah.
Well said.
Thank you.
Mon ami.
All
And
I
make
can do.
sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're all over the place.
We are. We're
download us wherever you download your favorite podcast, and we hope that we are one of your favorite podcasts. And if we are, please leave us some stars, some comments.
We're in your kitchen making some
feedback.
eggs and hash browns.
That's what we are.
We're in your closet folding laundry and putting your towels away.
Don't open the door too fast.
We're in your bedroom under the bed listening to you sleep. We're in the corner watching you sleep. We're in your head telling you what to think.
Well, there you have it, everybody.
Good night.
Make sure you check us out, and we thank you for letting us be part of your podcast listening journey. Let us know what you think. Leave
Some
us all
kind of
kinds of
journey,
stuff.
at
What's
least.
a journey? It's a heck of a journey, right? And I don't know. I mean, if you could be rocking out to music in the Oval Office,
Rockin' Randy, whatever.
or with Rockin' Randy Ghost DJ through the window. Maybe having a little Mercury burger over at the Newbies Bar and Grill.
I love a nice Mercury burger. It goes well with syphilis.
It goes so well with...
Well, it does.
It
that
sure
was
does.
the treatment for syphilis
It sure
in the
does.
1800s.
It sure does. Hi, everybody.
Not even the 1800s, like the early 1900s, too.
I know, even. But it doesn't make any difference where you're getting your nice 50s music that Mark hates so much.
That's right. Or the pitting in your skull from your advanced stage of syphilis.
If you're not listening to Beard's Books and Bourbon.
I don't know if I can come back from
Finish
that one.
it off.
You're doing it wrong.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Angry.